Applications close for the U 3.0 Adventure Retreat tomorrow night, Friday night at midnight. So don't delay. Click below to get your application in. I wanted to share a little more detail about what we will be going through kind of curriculum-wise during the retreat so you can get a better sense. I've shared videos about we're going rappelling, we're going on hikes to mountain lakes, we'll have a private chef, we'll be doing breath work both daily for just a morning routine and then a transformative breath work session where you will feel a new sense of freedom and release from anything that might be holding you back. We'll be cold plunging and saunas. I've shared all that as far as the kind of activities, but I also want to walk you through what we'll be experiencing in a transformative way. My intent is to be out in nature to allow this transformation. There is something spiritual, energetic, and emotional that happens when we get away from being in development and in, hotel room, conference rooms with fluorescent lights where often a lot of masterminds and retreats may happen. But you will be out in your dome, sleeping under the stars, having nature all around you, around the campfire, connecting with your creator, connecting with me, with each other, and connecting with nature, which sets the stage for the opportunity for a profound transformation so that you truly emerge as you 3.0 in less than 4 days. Again, my promise from this retreat is you connect with nature, you discover your true essence, and emerge as you 3.0. So what's that going to look like? Now, I'm replicating a lot of things that I have naturally done in my life, and people have asked, can you give me the handbook on how to reinvent yourself, how to connect with who you are, how to be free from the negative impacts of wounds, of the traumas you've experienced in the past? So I'm now taking you through this journey on this retreat, and this is what it's going to look like. Think about it like a flying mission. I was a fighter pilot. It's important for us to know if we're taking off, from a mission, where am I? So having situational awareness, or what we call SA, of where am I when I get going is extremely important. So the first approach that we will take is kind of dropping in, tuning in as to where am I in my life, and where am I satisfied? Where am I thriving? What's dissatisfying for me? Where am I stuck? And just without shame and with compassion on yourself, being able to really connect and be honest with yourself and others about like what's working and not working, what's not working. The next piece that's really important is peeling back the layers of who am I? When I ask the question, who are you? What do you answer? We're often inclined, especially in America, to answer with our job title, with some rank we have. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, I'm a colonel, I'm a fighter pilot, I'm a U.S. senator, or some other role that we're in. I'm a mom, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a wife. That's natural to answer that way, but that is not who you are. Those are roles that you are in. Those are titles that you have temporarily. And those are things that you are doing. And the truth is that we are all spiritual beings that are having an impermanent physical experience in this body. And so and we are going to transcend that. That is my knowing, not just a belief. And connecting with the truth and the essence of who you really are. You do different things in your life, but what's the essence of who you are when I ask, who are you? Now, words don't quite capture the divine essence, but if your 80th birthday toast were next week, or if your eulogy were to be said, what would you hope people would be saying about you? How would they describe you? What words would they use? And I'm going to bring you through this I am exercise. What you say after the words I am are transformative. It's your identity, whether you realize it or not. We often say I am and say things that are negative feelings, and that can be your identity, but that's not, or feel like it's your identity, but that's not who you are. So I've got my I ams right here behind me. The top 5 are I am courageous, I am in integrity, I am generous, I am growing, I am relentless, and there are others here. I've gone through this journey myself in this process of really connecting, with God, with myself, like what's this essence of Martha that's never existed before and will never, is not going to be replicated, that is me. And connecting with that is really important. So where am I? Who who am I? Okay. And then we're going to go through, that's kind of our setting point. So day 2 of the retreat is when we go rappelling. So day 2 is about feeling fear while you feel safe, going over the edge, and then building your courage and confidence through the rappelling activity. But it is a portal to then safely, in a beautiful group that is completely safe, while you spend time reflecting yourself, identifying some of the other fears that you have in your life, conscious or maybe unconscious, that are holding you back. Now, fears are future facing, but we're also going to be doing some exercises in order to reflect on, is there a pattern in my life of things that I'm afraid of or negative emotions that come up that are my triggers? Just ask the people closest to you what your patterns are. For some of us, or for some of you, it could be anger. For some of you, it could be anxiety. You could be on a theme of I'm not enough, and that's driving you underneath unconsciously. So really connecting more deeply in a way that turns the light on. It's not scary. We will be safe and it will feel refreshing, like, because things fester in the dark. So turning the light on and having a greater awareness of things that are holding you back, themes in your life. Maybe they're attached to experiences you had when you were younger, identifying those. Now, I'm not saying in 4 days you're going to be unpacking all your shit, okay? You're not going to be healed from all your trauma. But the first step of growth and freedom is awareness. And so turning the light on and realizing, like, now there's an opportunity to heal. You are going to experience some new levels of freedom in the breath work. I promise you that. In your own journey, each of us will have a different experience there. But the intent on day 2 is to identify the things that are holding us back and to find some new freedom that you get a taste of, and then that inspires you for the journey that you will continue on in order to ensure that you are fully alive, fully thriving, not held back by fears, not held back by negative experiences or wounds from the past or traumas, that you are committed to being truly free and alive. So that's about day 2. Day 3, we go on a challenging mountain hike to a mountain lake. And what the journey will be for us is now future facing about, I know who I am, I know where I am, I know what's holding me back, I sense new freedom for that. Now, what do I really want? What's my bigger future? What's you 3.0? What do you really want in life? What does that look like? And writing that down. So we are going to be future facing, and we're going to be detailed about your bigger future and envisioning it, not just in a cerebral way, but envisioning it, embodying it, and creating that identity that you are answering with I am, right? Now, this is more kind of operational I ams. When I was a cadet at the Air Force Academy, I found out women couldn't be fighter pilots. And I basically was like, well, I am a fighter pilot. It was against the law. I didn't say I wish I was going to be. I didn't say I hope I will be. I said I am. And I just embodied that and made decisions along the way to will that into existence. So we're going to use those tools for you, but you first have to have the vision. You have to be in the cockpit. You have to be taking off. And then you bring that back to inspired action for the day, the week, the month, in order to be open to allowing that vision to happen. So I'll walk you through all these tools, but you'll create that bigger vision, and then we'll be taking inspired action before you leave, whatever that might be. Building that draft of the business plan, making that phone call, putting that meeting on the calendar, calling somebody and asking for forgiveness or forgiving them, whether you tell them or not. It's about you and what's going on inside you and gaining that freedom. So whatever that is for you, it's going to be now inspired action. We identify that future self vision, we embody it, and then we take inspired action and head off from Mount Shasta transformed as you 3.0. So that's the journey that we'll be going on together. And the applications for these 7 free exclusive spots closes tomorrow night, Friday night at midnight. So what are you waiting for? Click below. If you are hungry for more, if you are looking to grow and reinvent yourself, if you're just a little dissatisfied or a lot dissatisfied in any area or all areas of your life, and you want to go out in nature to connect with nature and yourself and your creator and me and others and emerge as you 3.0, what are you waiting for? Click below and put in your application before midnight Friday night. I'll see you there.